help, deal with these bandits. If you do, we'll try to help you as best we can with whatever information we can give, and however the DM plays it to reward the party. So
Sure.
I was taken by the bandits, and I was held hostage. We don't know what they were going to do to me. I just started spewing off random bullshit, like they stole my cattle, and they're harassing an old man. I just wanted to live in peace and learn magics.
Sure.
My goal was to convert that entire village into an undead haven and use my skeletal army from the surrounding lesser villages to build a giant wizard citadel.
Well, shit.
And I used the party as best as I could to get as far as I could without openly being an antagonist.
How far'd you get?
I got 6 sessions in before we found a cursed item that would convert one of the party members to assist me. Like it would corrupt him and make him more evil and murdery, right? Because he was I'm a good guy. I want to help protect people, but he was very good in combat. I found him useful, so I wanted him on my side. So I tried to use the item. My character is not very good at stealth. He's like an 80-year-old human, right? When I was moving around, I was creaking and cracking. So anyways, one of the party members had a super high perception one night and found out what I was doing, and the party kicked me out, basically.
Good. I approve that message.
It sounds like what happened with the caster, right?
It was pre-planned with the DM that I would hey, you're making a pretty good evil character here. Can I use him in my campaign? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So initially, gotcha. I was just an evil old guy who was a necromancer, but I wasn't, that ambitious. It was more like, I'm just gonna, take over a small hamlet in the middle of nowhere just so I can enjoy the peaceful life.
I am updating notes for my work as I just got off of a call, so you're hearing me type of stuff just in case.
How dare you have prior commitments?
Yeah.
You're the worst.
What the hell, man?
And then in 2 hours, so I had to leave in 2 hours.
How dare you make money?
Yeah, how dare you?
Wait, I thought you were leaving at 11. 2 hours, it'll be 10.
Yeah, 11-ish. 11-ish. That's Eastern, buddy. Eastern.
Okay, is everybody but me on Eastern?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
I am.
I'm on just the side of the time zone switch. That's why I got confused. I thought I was back on Eastern. I'm on Central.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that the same as Mountain Time?
I don't know. I fucking hate time zones. There should just be one time zone.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. here while it's midnight in reality.
Yeah, I don't. I don't give a shit if the sun rises at 3 a.m. Just as long as I can communicate with everybody.
It needs to be one of those those rooms in the movies where they have clocks for everywhere. It's 3 o'clock in New York, 2 a.m. in
China.
You know what I mean?
I know what you know about. Yeah.
8 different clocks. It'd also just be one clock.
Most of my calls were just old people, and I like it.
And it gets more confusing with Army Time when someone's oh
no, Army Time makes perfect sense.
I mean,
2400's midnight. 1 o'clock is 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the Army also uses international time, so they don't have to do time zone bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, well, they are superior. Shit.
Yeah, the
I'm
Army.
about tired of all this time change.
They can't win a war, but goddamn, they're organized. Look, they can set up a Burger King in whatever mountain country you want. They won't win the war, but goddamn, they impress you as they do it.
No, I want a burger.
I literally saw the Army has a fucking Connex, a fucking shipping container that is just a mobile Burger King unit that they can ship anywhere in the world in 24 hours, and that's impressive.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why Japan surrendered. Because they realized they were just fielding fleets of ice cream boats in the Pacific War Theater while they're sitting there starving and eating grubs trying to hold islands.
Yeah.
The Americans are over here eating fucking ice creams on... Yeah, I surrender.
Yeah, if you're recording this part of the stream, then you better cut it out because...
I'm not even fucking streaming right now.
Okay, I was going to say, better wait a minute.
I got it. No, say all the things you want about the United States. It's fine.
I'll say it. I had to wait basically my whole life to be a citizen.
Yeah.
Even though my dad was in the Air Force.
Yeah, that's real
Yeah,
fucked up.
Air
Air Force One. No,
Like if
Texas
it's
sucks.
we have no
stuff,
infrastructure as a
dude.
country, but like we should
Yeah.
have it for the
Well, fuck, you
military,
can
and we
spread it.
don't even have that. Like it's ridiculous.
It's dumb. I hate it.
It's messed up because if you're over in Canada, they wouldn't even care. They're like, yeah, bro, you can just live here.
All right.
Like you're Gucci.
You,
Louisiana also sucks.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be
Like I
close
got
to
in and out of the
Louisiana.
country
Mm-hmm.
with expired identification for all my stuff, but it all said my name, like all on the up and up.
Yeah, the way like a decent bar works. Like, yeah, it's expired, but I can see your birthday on there, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. You can see him.
no, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, every bar I've been to all over this country was cool with it, but I came back to Alabama and they were assholes about it. Because I lost my current ID in Chicago, so I was running around with my old Alabama ID, and like it's cut because they had to cut it before they made me an ID in Indiana. But it still has my birthday on there and a picture of me, and everybody was fine with it except for the fucking Chili's in Alabama.
Well-
Chili's, of all places.
Chili's, yeah. No, I used to be a waiter here, like the ABC, the alcohol, tobacco, whatever. Those people, they're assholes, dude. Like real assholes. They'll go into bars just to try to trip up the wait staff, and like they will straight up arrest you if you give an agent a drink when they don't have a valid ID.
Whoa.
Like straight up. Yeah, it's fucked up.
That is messed up.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
I'm in the roll 20. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know if my roll 20 is going to work for me, but I'm ready.
Yeah, get your roll 20 up. Finish whatever notes you're taking. We'll get back into it. Did everybody see Zoran Mamdani with Trump?
I don't know what's going on with that anymore.
I've heard. I did a little looking into it. Not enough to like warrant any real opinion.
All right.
Like, what's with Bill Clinton?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
What's with the horse?
They're all pedophiles.
I want to know about that.
I was talking about the mayor of New York, or the soon-to-be mayor of New York.
Oh, that weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah. He went to
Oh,
go
no.
visit with Trump, and he's like a socialist, like an actual DSA member. And everybody thought
Mhm.
the meeting was going to be fire and brimstone, but the dude is just so charming that Trump was like, yeah, this guy, he's going to be great. Yeah, he's going to be a good mayor of New York. We're going to work together on it.
Yeah.
It was a really funny, friendly meeting, and people were posting on Twitter, you know, they say this guy, Karl Marx, he has some good ideas. He has some decent ideas. I'm looking into it. The bourgeoisie, it doesn't sound like what they're doing is very good. We're going to be looking into it. The bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie? The bussy?
That's
Man.
what,
Yeah, the pussy.
the pussy. That's what Karl Marx called rich people.
The bourgeoisie. Say it all fancy now.
Okay.
My plate of food. I guess I'll open up OBS, at least record it until I leave.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Probably like whenever you leave, we'll call it. Unless we're like right in the middle of a scene. But we'll call it soon after you leave, regardless. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So, last session, part of the interludes was everybody. Y'all are opening your bar tonight. You're doing a little pop-up shop during a festival in the city of Waterdeep. Y'all are going to go to the City of the Dead during the Feast of the Moon, which is kind of like Waterdeep's Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. People come and they give food and drinks to the gravestones of their fallen loved ones, and they remember all the times they had together, and it's not like a huge riotous festival, but it isn't like a sad, somber affair. It's kind of just a casual party. The whole city comes out. It's a 3-day long festival, and it's taking place in this place called the City of the Dead, which is on the eastern side of Waterdeep, and it's this giant park full of mausoleums and graveyards and well-kept trees and little lakes and stuff like that. Y'all decided that you were going to serve fucking wiener dogs, or hot dogs, but we called them peninsulas because a hot dog wouldn't exist in this world. Y'all are inventing it. Y'all went and got the bread. You got the meat.
No, we called it something more lewd. I remember that.
I think there was some debate about it. Y'all will be like drawing on a chalkboard what the menu is here soon enough, and you can finalize it. And you decided you were going to call yourselves the Fool's Half Pint. That's going to be the name of your business. Schema Weird Bottle had this old thing in storage. I'm gonna repost it somewhere here. It is a mobile tavern, so a tavern on wheels. Put it in the Discord again. That is what y'all are going to be using tonight. Y'all stole some ale. You got a barrel of mead. You got a barrel of ale, and a barrel of something very strong called Spirit Shine Ale. You got all of this for free, so whatever you charge tonight, you'll be making a profit on it. Schema Weird Bottle is kind of like a member of y'all's crew now, and he's opened a bar before, so he's here helping y'all out. And Elzerna is a full-fledged member of y'all's crew now, so she's here as well. We are going to start this session, just like we did the last session, with the orphans, Squidly, Nat, and Jinx. They are running around in the city of the dead. They have these colorful little masks on that have like happy faces and sad faces on it, but they're painted bright purple, bright green, and blue. They have little fireworks sparklers in their hands as they're running down this path in the city of the dead by all these mausoleums. And they're running and they're laughing, and they stop by this section up here in the north. And they walk slowly, and they actually put out their sparklers. And they look towards this monument towards the people that couldn't afford a funeral, or people that died outside the city and their bodies weren't able to make it back. And this monument for people to come and honor the dead that aren't buried here in Waterdeep. And Squidly, Nat, and Jinx, these three orphans, take a moment of quiet, and they look at this. And then they walk along, and once they're out of sight of that little memorial, they light their sparklers again, and they continue running off throughout the city of the dead. Going back over here to we're going to call this Gate 2, that is over here by Andamar's Street. We have the Half Pints, who are getting ready to open their little pop-up tavern for the evening. Schemo says, okay, we need to get these barrels of ale up into the wagon. We can have 3 at a time, and we already got the 3 barrels, so that's good. Elzerna, you're the only one here with good handwriting, so how about you make a little chalkboard for us with a menu? Fellas, what are we thinking on prices here? Let's settle on ale first. We got the mead, the ale, and that Spirit Shine Ale. What should we charge for it?
We want to draw crowds. Maybe we'll lower the price for now, and then we'll up it.
All right, what are we thinking? Copper piece for a cup.
Well, the Spirit Shine is the most expensive one, so we should really limit that because whatever we don't sell, we could just bring to the bar and jack up the price.
True. Are we doing full quality on all these guys, or do you want to water it down? Spread it out a bit.
The lesser stuff we water down for sure. We want to keep that going.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of half and half,
Help me come up with some names. What kind of mead did we get? What's the name of a good name for some mead? Honeysuckle mead?
Rudy's Shoe Ruiner.
What?
For mead?
Rudy's Shoe Ruiner.
Rudy's Shoes Ruiner? Okay.
Yeah. It's not a good, mead, but it works.
All right. The ale. What's the name of that ale that you're always getting, Huel, at the yawning portal?
Oh, Boulder's Grape.
No, that's wine. Regal Eagle.
Oh, yeah, the Regal. Yep.
That's the ale you got, and then the Spirit Shine. All right, so Schemo opens up the Rudy Shoes mead and the Regal Eagle ale, and he adds a little bit of water to it. He's like, yeah, that's like a 1-to-5 ratio. That'll like even it out, help us get some extra sales going. And then he opens up the Spirit Shine ale in this faded white barrel, and he takes a sniff of it, and he goes, oh my God. No, that could take the shine off, Shoes. Jesus Christ. Do we want to, or not Jesus Christ. He goes, by Laurel's hair, that is strong. Do we want to water this down at all? Or even more?
I mean,
maybe just a tad, and then...
I don't even know if I want to sell it now.
Yeah, no, Thorgrid, come take a sniff of this. See if your dwarf nose can handle it.
All right, I'm going to take a big whiff.
Okay, roll a constitution check.
Would this be considered a poison?
No.
Because alcohol...
I mean, yeah, technically alcohol is a poison, but no. No, it's not a poison. Yeah.
22.
22. Real quick, Brex, how's my audio quality? Am I having that issue
You sound
from
good
earlier?
to me.
Okay.
No, you sound great.
With a 22, you could tell that this is not even like ale. This is a strong liquor. Like it is very, very strong. You would be hesitant about giving this out to humans in multiple shots. Like this would be the thing where like you tell people, I bet you can't even handle this Spirit Shine ale.
Okay, so to start, with this ale, we're gonna start full, right?
Mhm.
One shot per person initially, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were selling it by the half pint.
Okay, whatever. One half pint each, right?
Okay.
Jesus.
And then after they all start getting more drunk, we raise the price and water it down.
Oh yeah.
Not a bad
Well,
idea.
I was saying that earlier. Lure them in, make them think it's a good deal, and then
Well, no, like this one here. I'm gonna bring Huel over and I'm gonna dip your pinky in it. I'm holding your nose plugged if you're cool with this.
oh yeah, for sure.
Have a taste.
Yeah. I'll take a drink.
He'll roll a Constitution check.
I'll have to go on my character sheet on this other
Yep.
website. Hold on.
You want me to roll it for you?
I get in just 1 second.
Okay.
I just have the sheet up. I just forgot.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
connected
burn his
through.
tongue.
Roll 20. Was that Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution.
7.
7. Okay. This is the kind of liquor that you would serve in a shot glass, not by the pint. It's that strong. Just even that little bit on your finger, like you can see what Schema was talking about. You could probably use that to peel the paint off wood. That's how strong it is.
It's like, oh, he's just his face like clench up, shrink a little bit.
I just pictured like how people would taste lemons in cartoons. Their face just folds in on itself.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
face like fully folds in. And just for the record, a shot is around 1 ounce. A pint is around, or a half pint is around 5 ounces.
Just being wusses. It can't be that strong.
Do it, Inchy. I'll do it with you.
Take a sip.
Just a
Is
pinky's
she-
worth.
Elzerna like looks up from sketching on the blackboard where she's working with chalk and says, "Should we be getting drunk before business starts?"
No. I'm proving a point that it won't get you drunk off of one.
Okay.
That's why our customers need multiple shots.
Okay.
Hand me
Let's
that.
start. Inchy, let's start with your pinky.
Don't be a baby.
Inchi, how much of it
And,
do you want? A shot? Half pint? Full pint?
Like a full shot.
Full shot? Okay, roll a Constitution check.
If Inchy's doing a shot.
Who's all doing a shot of the spirit shot? Raise your hands. Blinken's not. Schemo is. Thorgren is. Inchi is. Heal, how about you?
Oh yeah.
Little Inchi hops up like on the cart and says, "Give me one as well, boys."
All right, so shots around.
Shots all around except for Elzerna and Blinken.
The first
I got a
crit of the
neat-
session.
19.
19. He'll roll me another Constitution, or we'll just keep your 7, okay? Schema's gonna roll with advantage because he is an old alcoholic. 15. Okay. So, Huel, you feel buzzed. Not just even like a little bit buzzed. You're like just this side of drunk from that one shot. Everybody else, like, everyone except Thorgren made like a grimace face when they took that shot. Like, this is some strong stuff. You have no idea what this was made from. Corn, wheat, fruit, plants, but whatever it is almost pure alcohol.
It's almost as strong as Mum used to make.
See, that was nothing. I should have poured a half pint.
You say slipping off the table.
Elzerna is next to you, Blinken, looking at all of this, and she says, "I think it would be irresponsible to serve that in half-pint sizes."
Totally
You don't
agree.
know nothing.
Oh, shit. I forgot to roll for Little Inchy. Hold up.
Oh God, we're gonna witness a devil flying out of a crow. Yes.
So Little Inchy, like, he opens the beak of the raven. 2 like 3-fingered clawed red hands come out and raise the glass to the raven's beak. And when he puts it down, an imp just falls completely out of this raven, and the raven just falls over to the ground limp. And y'all are just looking at Little Inchy in his full imp form with his like little wings and his little forked tail, and he goes, "Yeah, see, Elzerna, it's nothing, okay? Like, it's nothing at all.
What'd you do with little Inchy?
I am Little
Who
Inchy.
are you?
I am Little Inchy.
Wake up, little Inchy.
Big
Wake
Inchy."
up.
And he goes, "Oh,
And Inchy,
oh no, I'm naked. I'm naked. Oh no." And he like covers himself up, and he looks
Inchy
like
dives for the motionless bird,
Yeah, he goes, no,
like,
give me that back.
smacking it. Wake up.
Inchy,
It's
you're
dead.
How you stealing his pants?
Okay.
It's a bird, not pants. And he holds it by the neck and shakes it. It's a bird.
It just like limply flaps back and forth, and the imp says, "Give me back my clothes! Give me back my clothes!" But he's like covering himself like a woman in an anime that got caught naked.
You need to get back from me, little man. And
Okay.
and she kind of like holds up the chicken away, like he's holding a ball away from a tall person,
Chicken.
or
Okay.
a small short person.
Okay. Final call on the serving size of the Spirit Shine Ale.
We're going to introduce a new drinking size called the half shot.
All right.
And we're going to charge for that strength. I'm thinking a full silver for like half a shot, because that is some strong shit.
Okay.
But then we're going to water it down later on,
Okay. And
or at least some of it.
Okay. And the other two, y'all are charging a copper for a half pint, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. How much do y'all want to sell the penny dogs for? Peninsula dogs.
We'll sell it. Okay,
What's
we'll
the-
sell it for 3 copper, and then do a combo where if they get the drink and the hot dog or the not hot dog, they can pay only a copper and a half, or only 2 copper. Sorry,
No copper.
that way they get a copper off on the hot dog.
So you're selling the hot dog by itself for 2 copper?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, 3.
All right. Okay. That sounds good. Okay. Elzerna makes that little menu for you. She has, of course, excellent noble handwriting. She puts little flourishes on the board. And y'all see, for the first time, the name of your business, The Fool's Half Pint, with a menu and everything. She hangs it on the little, on the big tavern wagon y'all have. Y'all load up the watered down barrels of ale and the Spirit Shine Ale, and y'all start heating. There's like a little place in the back where you throw in some coal or logs and heat it up, and it heats up some metal. You can cook the meat on that, and you start getting all the bread ready. Who wants to man the cart, and who wants to go around like advertising your business?
I think Huel would be good for the advertising.
Yeah, because I was picturing me doing it, and I'm more so pushing them to our cart.
No, fuck you.
Go check out the half pint as I'm pushing them closer.
I mean, I could just make some illusions, and she just casually throws up a minor illusion of just the words "half pints" above his head. It's
And
green.
you misspelt it.
It's
And he
spelled
has to,
upside
he has to,
down and backwards.
There's
Yes,
no
like-
V in half.
He has to step forward, look back, and crane his head up to squint at what he really wrote.
That says halves pines.
Looks like that alcohol is touching you there, huh?
You get the gist. And he just waves it away.
Okay.
I mean, he does have a point, though. I'll give him that.
All right. So Thorgrin's on advertising. Inchi, you're on advertising.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, I'm the one grilling the hot dogs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Thorgrin's
I'd be on
grilling.
advertising.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
was going to be the advertiser.
Huel, little Inchi, just as an imp, no raven outfit, just sits on your shoulders, and he goes, "Dang, goblins taking everything, not giving nothing back. It's a damn shame, I say." Blinken, what about you?
I guess I'll help with either grilling or serving. Once people show up, I'll do the cashier thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Elzerna stays behind to help y'all out, and Schemo joins the advertising crew. So let's have Blinken and Huel roll initiative, and they'll just be rolling for their group.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, I got a question.
What's up?
Are fighting rinks allowed out front?
On one of these side streets, you could probably get away with that. Blinken.
I mean, we could have an advert pointing people down to the side street, saying to fight for the ancestors' enjoyment, and we could set up a little boxing ring.
Hey,
Do
that's not
bets and
bad.
stuff.
That's not bad.
And because they'll get drunk, they'll get sloppy in the fights, and we can have the best fighter fight me.
Okay, sounds pretty good. All right, so we're going to go cart crew first and then advertising crew second. And we can, of course, if you want to leave the cart later, you can switch it up. And if you want to stay with the cart later, you can switch it up.
Yeah, I like that. Let's
All
do
right.
that.
But we'll start with the cart. Elzerna is standing out front. She is saying, "Get your penny dogs here. Brand new invention by the Fool's Half Pint. Brand new concoctions available. Get it all for 2 copper pieces. penny dog and some ale. Come on down, everybody. Thorgren, I need you to roll me a... What kind of check would cooking be?
Performance?
Nature?
It would be something.
Animal
Survival?
handling?
Animal
Survival?
handling.
Like, well, I'm handling.
Survival? That's another one.
Yeah, survival. I think it would be survival.
Survival might be a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Roll me a survival check, Thorgren. And this will be the quality of the meats.
Okay, I'm confident in my cooking, but I feel like Blinken could also make a decent side chef to help cook these faster if he wants to assist.
Well, someone's got to
For
be
the
serving.
advantage.
If you two are cooking, then Elzerna would have to serve the alcohol and deal with the customers.
Oh, we don't want that.
Maybe
Okay,
it was
yeah.
no.
Oh, why'd I roll advantage?
Well, you got
Anyway,
20.
the first roll was a 20.
Mm-hmm. All right, Thorgren, you're so good at this. Like, you're over there in the back. You found yourself a little white, like, chef's hat and, like, a white chef's apron. Elzerna will come in every once in a while to help you out, and you'll bark an order to her, and she'll say, "Yes, chef." And you're flipping over those dogs. You got, like, the nice little, like, grill marks on them, but you don't burn it at all. Very nice, cooked all the way through. You got some good sausages going. Which flavor do you want to serve up first, the smoked one or the spiced ones?
I'll do a bit of both. Like,
Do a
they
bit
can
of both.
order the
Okay.
smoked or the spiced, yeah.
Okie dokie. Blinken, you have a few people come up to you. The first is going to be a bard from the Sea Maidens Fair. And he says, "Oi, mate, I would love one of these concoction as I heard that girl yelling about. Penny dog. And it's going to be a long night, so give me some of your strongest ale you got."
Perfect. Let me go ahead and give that to you. And I look at Thorgren. You ready for a penny dog order there?
Spiced or smoked?
I relay that. Spiced or smoke?
Spiced, like my mother used to make.
All right.
Over there in Luskin, we only eat spiced foods.
Is it that's a human?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the spiced dog, yeah.
Okay.
He don't know real spiced food. He ain't never had dwarven goulash before.
Yeah. Dwarven goulash. All right. And Blinken, he asked for your strongest ale. What do you give him?
I'll be like, well, what was that liquor called again?
Spirit Shine Ale.
Okay. So I'll be like, well, you probably grow some hairs with this Spirit Shine Ale. Let me give that to you.
And
then
we
here's
only sell that by
hot-
the half shot.
Yeah. This will keep you up at night.
And he goes, "I'm paying a full copper piece for a half shot. This better not be no scam that you're running here, or I'll badmouth your establishment all over." And he takes a shot of it, and he's gonna roll a Constitution check.
And that's when Blinken goes, "Yeah, that wasn't a copper. That's a full silver."
And he goes, "Holy moly, that is
How do
amazing."
you feel? Yeah,
I
I
feel
told you.
great. Let me have another one of those, and I'll give you the full silver piece.
All right, perfect. Not good. Another come. Here you go.
He goes, "Fantastic," and he's gonna go off with that. Oh shit! I just moved the map.
Oops.
Let me fix something real quick. I got all these tokens on the map layer for some reason.
Oh,
I'm gonna step away for just 1 second.
yeah.
Okay, and Blinken, he walks off, and you can tell that he is a bit off the sauce. Okay, and then we'll do one more customer. He actually walks over here. He starts a shift singing by the front gate. He has a little hat out, and he's taking donations for the Sea Maidens Fair. Next up is this member of the City Watch right here, who comes over and says, "Oi, mate, I'd like a glass of ale before my shift starts. Can you hook me up?"
Well, how strong are you looking?
He goes, "I'm not trying to get wasted right now. My shift ends closer towards the midnight."
Oh, okay. And then I like look at the menu. I need to write down this drink names. I forgot to write that down.
Rudy's Shoes Mead, Regal Eagle Ale,
Need
and then Spirit Shine.
Eagle. Okay. All right. I think you probably want the Rudy Shoes mead here.
Oh,
He'll give you a little bit.
Yeah, mate. Some mead would do me some great. And he slides over the copper piece to you.
I give him the cup, fill it up, and there you go.
And he says, "Thank you very much. Thank you very much." All right, and he goes back to, he drinks it quickly, and then he goes over to guarding the entrance. All right, over to Huel and Inchi and Schemo. Where would y'all like to start your tour of the City of the Dead as you try to get people to come on over to the Fool's Half Pint?
Hugh.
I'm thinking
Not
right here
much
by
of
the
a-
entrance.
Yeah, I'm not much of a marketing guy. I'll follow you this time.
I have no worries, and she.
All right, Huel, pick
Oh.
a gate to walk into, and we'll start y'all walking around that way.
In the City of the Dead, do you think that'd be like unlawful to advertise in there? Should we do it at the gates before going in?
No, you can talk to people in there. It's fine. Vending inside, like actually having a cart in there and selling alcohol, that's illegal. But people are bringing in food and drinks. You can't bring your business in there, but you can tell people to go to your thing, no problem. Like you're doing word of mouth advertising right now.
All right, yeah, we'll head in the gate right here, like near Andamar Street, like the gate.
All right. So you walk in here, and like when you walk through, it is immediately a little bit more calm and peaceful in here. Maybe it's all the trees and the shrubbery absorbing the sound. Maybe it's just that people aren't being as loud here. You see, the sun has just set, so the festivities of the night haven't really kicked off. There are people at every 5 or so gravestones. There's noble families outside of mausoleums. And as you walk along, one of the first people that you see is Lady Growlhound. And Schemo actually elbows you and goes, Hey, check it out. That's Lady Growlhound. She's at that statue over there. I can't tell what kind of statue it is, though.
I think eyeballing her to try to get a view of the statue.
Roll a perception check.
Just squints over at it. Did that roll?
No. Yes, there you go. 16. Just a second, actually. That's her old token. You know more about her now, so she has a new token. So Lady Growlhound, as you might remember, is a red dragon disguised as a human. You need 3 red dragon scales to get into the Vault of Dragons. You also remember that she has something to do with the creation of the Vault of Dragons. She is somehow responsible for Aronnax's soul being ripped from his body and placed inside the stone that makes everybody forget about the Vault of Dragons. And with that 16 perception, you can see that she is praying at a statue of an old dragon. Like a very old dragon statue that's been weathered by time, so it doesn't have as many details. But she has her hands crossed in front of her and her head is bowed. What do you do?
Man, I don't know if now's the best time to approach her.
Schemo says, if you have shame, you're not going to be able to advertise anything, man. He says, Inchi, come with me, all right? Inchi, do you follow? And you two start walking down this road right here, and Schemo loudly says, without going up to her, just walking kind of 10 feet away from her, man, those penny dogs and the ale, the mead that they had at that fool's half pint tavern cart, that stuff was great. Oh, I feel so ready to mourn the dead and all that. Inchi, what do you say?
Oh yeah, I know they were real over there. I'm sorry, I just got the hiccups from eating all those peninsulas. And he kind of raises his voice at peninsulas. They were really good pennies.
They were amazing and so filling. I've never had anything like it before. Even a noble lady would enjoy some of those, am I right?
I'm not a noble lady.
Inchi, roll a charisma check with advantage.
Versus 15. And you say that's with advantage?
With advantage, yep.
That's 15 plus 1, 16.
16. Lady Growlhound ends her prayer and kind of just shoots y'all a quick glance and then motions at her stomach and walks away. And Schemo says, see, now that's how you do it, boys.
Talk about pennies. I don't know why, what happened?
We were advertising our bar by making it seem like we went there as customers and we enjoyed it. It's called, what's the actual term for this? Organic engagement farming.
Pretty smart angle there, Schemo.
All right. It's not bad. All right, where should we go next?
I figured that we were going to use that guitar of yours, and she's going to point to whatever instrument that Huel has. And I thought we were going to put on a show in a populated area.
That could work.
Would that be a good way to get people to know us?
I was thinking that, but the people are mourning in here, and I don't know, playing music in here right now is all right.
Yeah, you could play music in like this is also like a park. Like you're supposed to come in here and not be sad all the time. This is a place to be with your loved ones. You come here and you have a good time. You enjoy things. You bring your kids here and they play and they keep the spirits of the dead accompanied. And the spirits of the dead then aren't scary or haunting. They're a part of the community like that. So yeah, playing music is encouraged. You could put on a little show and have a little sign saying brought to you by the Fool's Half Pint. There are bards, like there are bards from the Sea Maidens Fair. There are a couple of even like ghost bards around. You don't know if those were conjured up by somebody or if they're actual ghosts. Who knows? Part of the charm of the City of the Dead.
Huel, I said I'm following your lead. So tell me what illusions you want, and I can put on a little show. You do your show, and she's just letting you use his illusions however you want to make your stage.
Yeah, I would try to go a bit more here towards Sad Boy McGee and like this crowd of people.
Okay, yeah.
Probably here in like the crossroads there. Like,
yeah. I'll say
like
that
it all here.
this little building here isn't a mausoleum, it's a pavilion where people can, like, get out of the grass. A bard can play a show. There can be a stage show here every once in a while. And as you get up here to the north, this area is a monument to all the people that couldn't be buried in Waterdeep, whether they couldn't afford it, or their body was never brought to the city, or people want to mourn people that are buried outside of the city or anywhere else in Toril. You can just kind of acknowledge their existence here. It's a little area for people that have deceased loved ones outside of the city. And sure enough, you do see your old friend Sad Boy McGee standing at this altar to the people that aren't buried in Waterdeep. Huel, are you going to play a show?
Yeah, I would start like tuning his
lute.
His lute there.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, and you want to start making illusions like glasses, hot pints, and stuff,
Okay, like this, and she starts like making illusions of like floating, chili penny dogs and beer, like that.
Yeah, the penny dogs. There you go.
Perfect. And Schema Weird Bottle takes care of like saying brought to you by the Fool's Half Pint in some letters in common, floating above you, and he says, Huel, do you know any songs that are like not too rock and roll, just a little bit of a jaunty tune for people? That'd be kind of what's appropriate here. And Little Inchy says, no, fuck that. Rock this crowd, Huel. Show them the way that it really is done.
He starts to think for a second, scratches his head, and he's like, I don't know any slow songs.
He says, Huel, do the dead want to be slow? No, they're slow all the time. Rock them from their graves, my man.
Yeah, I'll start playing like a more rock and roll, like trying to get them amped up to go.
Okay.
To the Half Pint wagon.
All right. When we come back to you, you're gonna roll a performance check. Thorgrim, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Brex. Okay. So Brex or Thorgrim and Blinken, y'all switch off duty on the grill. So now Thorgrim, you're kind of like manning the place. The first person that comes up to you is this noblewoman, Lady Growhound. And she says, I heard, or this is actually her first time speaking, getting a fucking chili dog. She says, I heard that you have some new concoction that is delicious. I would like to try one of these. And she looks at the menu, Peninsula Dogs. And your spirit shine only in a half shot. That sounds strong. Give me a full half pint of that spirit shine, please.
I'm gonna look at her. She's a human. Well, she looks human.
She looks like a pale, not frail, like a younger rich woman that's never had to work. She's pale. She's really skinny, but not like emaciated or anything like that. And she is dressed like in all black with this red scarf around her neck, and she looks very commanding. She looks like she yells at her servants.
She looks like she yells at her. Okay. So yeah. I'm going to look at her, and I'm going to stand up straight, because I was initially hunched over, right? I'm gonna
Mhm.
stand up straight, ma'am. In good conscience and faith, I cannot sell you a full like a full worth amount. It is too strong for most humans to consume in a normal shot.
Okay, just a second. My
Uh,
roommate's talking to me.
Yeah, Schizo.
Yes.
Is it bad that if I give this shot to her, I want to challenge her to a drinking contest?
I mean, I knew you were going to do something like that. So probably not.
Okay, I'm back. So this woman
Oh
who you
shit, my
know
brother's coming. Okay.
already? Damn. Do you need to leave?
Yeah, probably in a few. Yeah, but
Okay. We'll
do you have
finish.
it recording or?
I have it recording, yeah. We'll
Okay.
do a quick round of if you have time for it, a few NPCs will
Yeah,
come
yeah,
up
yeah.
so you can have some fun before you go. But Thorgrim,
Yeah.
this woman who you know is a red dragon disguised as a human, looks you dead in the eye and with full seriousness says, "Do you think you can speak for me, dwarf? When I say that I can handle it, or even that I want it, it is because I want it. I will pay full price for it. I will accept all responsibilities. You are not my keeper, and I have not asked you to look after me."
Very fair points. Fair enough. All right. Who am I to argue? The customer is always right. And I'm going to give her. I'm going to give it to her.
Yeah?
And yeah, I'll give it to her.
Okay.
Charge her the full amount.
All right. She takes a swig of the spirit shine and she drinks it just like it's water. And then she puts it down and she scarfs down a peninsula dog. And she says, "That is most delectable. I shall have 2 more. And refill this cup, please." And she slams down a full gold coin for all this.
Did that have any effect on her at all?
Do you refill her cup when she asks you to?
Yeah, I'll refill it. She's paying the gold.
All right, she steps away, and you keep an eye on her. She drinks this full half pint of spirit shine like it's water. When she's done with it, she takes a big last gulp of it, and she says, "Ah, it is hard to find something so delicious." And she puts the mug back down on the counter, and she says, "Thank you, kind dwarf." And she walks away, completely unfazed.
Where did we steal this from again?
You stole it from the docks ward.
Yeah.
There was more of it down there, right?
No, they said this was the only barrel, and they had no idea how it got into their warehouse. They were trying to
Shit.
get rid of it because it wasn't on their inventory. Blinken, you come back up to the counter, and Elzernus says, "My gods, did you see that woman? She was terrifying. Honestly, she drank a whole half pint of that stuff. I can't even sniff it." Blinken, you're now manning the counter, and who comes up but these 3 adorable orphans, and
Oh god.
this tiefling is standing on the shoulders of this fat human kid, and they have this big cloak on, but they're still obviously humans. They're doing it badly, and Squiddly says, "Captain Skiddly would like 1 mead, sir."
I'm like, okay, sir, can I? And I'm like looking at Thorgrim and shake my head, but and then like, hold up 1 second, I got a special one for you, and then I'm gonna go to the back and like grab a mug and just pour water.
He sounds like obviously lying. "Captain Squiddly
Yeah.
has sailed all over the seas of Toril. There is no drink that I cannot handle." You give him the
Yeah.
water, and he says, "Thank you, sir." And he slides over 1 copper piece, and he like walks over here, and they think that they're hiding. They walk behind like a tree and get off each other's shoulders, and like they start passing the mug around, and they're like, "No, you drink it. No, you drink. No, you drink it." And then Squiddly takes like a big sip of it, and he goes, It doesn't taste like anything." And then Jinx and Nat take a sip of it as well. And then they start, like a kid does, they think that they're drunk, so they start walking
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
And they're just walking around here outside the City of the Dead now. Blinken, since you're about to go, zoom out on this map and pick an NPC, and I'll have them come up next.
Okay.
Kicking jaw.
Yeah, like pretty much any like named NPC that y'all have a positive interaction with is here. And if you can think of one that's not on here, I'll bring them up here.
Oh, Chris. Of course, Chris. Bring Chris over here.
Okay, all right, yeah. Allchrist walks up, and he is looking at the menu, and then he looks up to you and he says, "Ah, Master Blinken, it is so good to see you again, and it seems that your skin ailment has cleared up. What are you doing working at this miraculous roving tavern?"
Oh, just I picked up a gig. There was an opening at this place, and I just wanted to lend a hand. And as you can see, and I pointed the sign, there's a lot of good stuff. Have you tried the Peninsula dog?
That is actually why I've come over here. In all my studies, I have not heard of a peninsula dog. Please, I would like 3 of them.
Perfect, no problem, man. And then I like go over.
Remind him of the discount.
Oh yeah, good point. Are you perhaps thirsty for something, or did you just want to? Because you could get a little bit of a discount if you want to try one of our ales here.
He goes, yes, let me have some of that delectable Regal Eagle Ale.
Perfect. Let me go ahead and set you up here, and then I'm point at Thor 3, please. Spicy or smoked there.
Oh, give me a mixture, please, Master Blinken.
All right, gotcha. And then I'll say 2 spice, 1 smoke.
Okay.
Okay, you serve that all up to him. He pays the appropriate price for it, and he gobbles it down, and then he opens up a notebook and he begins writing in it, and he goes, this is most delectable. Is it, what is this? Is this concoction a sandwich, or is it something else?
That's just going to be a big debate at some point anyway, so we'll just leave that as a mystery.
It's a sandwich, and you can't change my mind.
Shut up.
He goes, the scholars in Waterdeep will no doubt argue about this for generations. And he walks away happy, delighted, drinking his Regal Eagle. And when he gets over by these kids, he leans his head back in the air and he burps out a huge burst of golden flame. And the kids look up at it and clap. And he continues walking on his way.
Sweet. Oh, he just pulled up too. Hell yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Blinken. Or Schizo, my bad.
No problem. I shall see you all later.
All right, take it easy, man.
Peace.
Laters.
Adios.
Adios. All right. Let's go back to the concert that Huel is setting up over here. Huel, did you want this to be solo? Do you want Schemo to play along with you? Or do you want him out in the crowd advertising?
Yeah, Schemo can play along, and she's doing the illusions.
All right, so you have a lute. Schemo pulls out what he calls is a bass harp, that's been charmed to play in lower notes, and he'll just kind of back you up and follow you along. You said that you were going to play some high energy rock and roll music?
Yeah, to amp up the cart.
All right.
Half Pint's cart.
So yeah, you have like these charmed illusions of penny dogs and glasses of mead or mugs of mead swirling around you, and then the Fool's Half Pint advertisement above your head. Roll a performance check. Performance
24 is not bad.
Of 24. That's really, really good. So you start rocking and a-rolling. And Huel, as you play, you kind of get lost in your music for a little bit. You kind of get lost in the trance. And when you open your eyes, there's actually flying around you, playing like some weird drum, Ghost Bard. He is flying around, backing you up. He loves the energy of this, and he's flying through the air, and he's laughing. Are you singing any lyrics, or just playing a song?
He'd be singing like store jingles, like.
Okay.
Come on down to the Half Pint's cart.
Okay, all right. This Ghost
And
Bard
just weird stuff.
picks up what you're putting down, and he like backs you up with these. He opens his mouth to sing, and like a chorus of voices comes out backing you up. And Sad Boy McGee actually comes over here, and he doesn't recognize you, but he loves the tunes that you're playing, and he starts like dancing like those kids from that like goth emo under the bridge dance party thing. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
the bridge.
Yeah.
Like the gang from South Park?
They're the industrial punk-looking guys. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Right?
anybody can find that GIF and post it in the
Yeah, I got
Discord,
you.
that would be great. But with a performance check, Huel, you actually attract pretty much whoever you want. So Huel and Inchi, y'all can zoom out on this map and pick one NPC each that you would like to come over here, in addition to Sad Boy McGee.
You can pick for me. My thing's still down.
Oh,
Okay, I get that GIF. Yeah, I've seen. Oh man, that's been a while. Good GIF.
let me post let me share my screen. Would you be able to watch that, Sean?
Yeah, I believe so.
Here, I'll share my screen for a few minutes. Alright, it should be up. But you have Alchrist, who you met at El Torchel Villa, Lady Growhound, Old Zoblob from Old Zoblob's shop, the Artificer, the Lunar Druid, Kickin' John, Thromstroker Cause, and Irony. And
Of course, it's Kickin' John.
yeah, if you can think
Good.
of any NPC you've met so far in this, I will bring their token here, and they will be here in Waterdeep, in the City of the Dead. Don't lick my feet, dog.
No, you can't stop me.
No,
I mean,
no, the real
what?
dog.
what?
If it was you, I wouldn't be telling you to stop.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
I would call you a dog, though.
Oh my lord! All right.
You didn't say Bonnie was in this crowd, right?
Hmm?
You didn't say Bonnie was in this crowd, right?
Let me get Bonnie's token, and she'll be here.
Okay.
There's Artificer there.
Is that who you want, Huel?
I guess. Can't
Okay.
really see too many else.
Okay, just let Bonnie's token upload here. Oh shit! Actually, yeah, with Bonnie here in the City of the Dead right now are all 3 keys that you need to get into the Vault of Dragons. Please don't kill them tonight. That is not what I had planned.
Maybe.
This is a filler episode. You can't do anything plot related.
It'd make for hell of a recap for Blinken whenever he gets back, though.
Next session. Okay, guys, you're in the Vault of Dragons. All right. So eventually, Huel, you look up, you're singing along with this ghost bard, come on down to the Fool's Half Pint, and you look up and you see just the most gorgeous woman in the entire city, the Artificer, except she looks miserable. Her posture is slumped over, her hair is just a frizzy mess that's pulled back in a messy bun. Her clothes kind of hang off of her as if she's been wearing them for a few days, but she's kind of swaying back and forth and like moving her shoulders, trying to get into the vibe of your music. And when she looks up at you, she recognizes you and gives you a smile and a wave. And then Inchi, how are you advertising, Inchi? Like, what are you saying?
Well, the last thing that Huel said for him to do was to project the floating pennies and the ale. But is Huel currently still playing his
Yeah, Huel's still rocking out.
rocking out? Well, Inchi then casts mirror image, and it's like he walks behind Huel.
Mm-hmm.
But then one after another, where he originally started, there is a copy of Enchi that is just fucking rocking his head and has his fingers up throwing the horns. And then as he's walking along, another Enchi, and then the real Enchi stands at the end. So that Huel has 4 backup Enchis dancing behind him.
Okay, that's lovely. As you're doing that, Inchi, you're rocking out, directing these illusions, and you see that Bonnie is in the crowd, and she's laughing, and she's twirling around. Her dress, like, whirls in a big circle around her, kicking up some of the fall leaves, and she, like, reaches out to grab one of the illusionary mugs of mead, and she turns around, and she sees you, and she smiles, and you can see all of her teeth, and she waves at you. What do you do?
All the Enchis raise their hand and say, "Hi, Bonnie!" You know, just all in unison.
Would all, like, 5
And
Inchis, like, run up to her?
no, they all say hi, but then the real Enchi at the end then continues. You should get Penny and an ale, Bonnie.
She says,
Good.
I would love that. I would love that, Inchi. They all sound delectable, but I don't know where your cart is. Could you take me to it?
And she says, "Yeah, it is." And then he throws a minor illusion up of a big arrow above his head in the direction. This way.
She says, oh, okay. I thought you were going to show me to it, but okay. Bye,
Oh,
Inchi.
no, I'll bring you, but I just wanted to tell you first.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Yule.
All right. So y'all start walking up here, and she says, "Oh, actually, Inchi, if you don't mind, there's something I wanted to do." And she stops over here by this memorial to people that have died outside the city of the deep, and she puts her hand on it, and she says 5 different names. She says, Nathron, Smegel, Dunne, Binta, Smay. I miss all of you. I'm so sorry about what happened. And she takes a moment to think about that, and then she looks up and she says, "That's why I came here today, to say goodbye to my cousins and my brothers. Onto this cart. Yeah, I'd love some mead."
Who are you
And
talking to?
she says, "My brothers and my cousins. We used to all live together in Baldur's Gate, a city where some parts of it are fantastic, but most parts of it are really mean. Like the worst parts of this city are just the whole of the city over there, and living outside the city is unbearable. We had to get away from all of it, and we decided to come up here to Baldur's Gate, or come up here to Waterdeep, but not all of us survived the journey. The road was full of many harsh people."
Bonnie, my family is near Baldur's Gate. and we moved here because they weren't so nice to them up there. So I was told.
She says,
I
"Yeah,
was little.
oh, Inchi, I'm so sorry, but yeah, it's probably good that your parents brought you up this way. They're not nice to monsters around that area."
No, but you said you're talking to your brothers. Didn't see them.
She says, "Yes, I was honoring their spirits. They're not buried here in the city. They didn't make it here with me and a few of my cousins. So we had to bury them in the forests on the way up here. What's that road called?"
You also make illusion of your brother.
She says, "I don't actually know how I'd feel about that. But maybe one day I could show you a sketch of all of us." And then she quickly says, "Actually, no, I could not do that. We don't have any pictures of or sketches of ourselves." She's actually got to roll a deception check. Inchi, roll an insight check.
What it is 13 plus 5, 18.
All right. She is lying. There is pictures or sketches of her family somewhere, but she doesn't want to show them.
Well, Bonnie, you must have a sketch somewhere. It was the first thing on your mind.
She says, "Ha ha," and she continues lying. "Must have been wishful thinking on my part. Anyway, this cart that you have, it has mead?"
Yeah, and pennies, and a secret menu item. And he winks.
Ooh, I hope that you're not going to put the yawning portal out of business. And y'all continue walking off towards the cart. Huel, you finish up the song that you were doing, and the ghost bard actually comes up to you and says, "Hey man, can I play a song? I don't want to interrupt your set or nothing, but if you want to break, I can do that."
There's still 3 inches dancing behind Huel.
Yeah, those are permanent.
Yeah, of course. If you don't mind advertising our business and all.
He goes, in like a 80s glam rocker voice, "Come on down to the Fool's Half Pint." And he starts jamming, and Schemo is rocking along with him. And little Inchi in his imp form is just dancing on stage, drunk as hell, having a good time. You step off stage, and there is the artificer. And she goes, "Oh, Huel, so good to see you. I didn't know that you were opening up a little business. That's so cute."
We give her a little bow, and he's like, "It's pleasant to see you as well. Just a little adventure with my friends, and I'll point to Schemo and Din Chief if they're. I think they already left, right?"
Schemo has his back turned because he doesn't want the artificer to see him. And when he turns back around, he has changed his form slightly, so he looks slightly disguised. And she goes, "Oh, okay. Very nice. I came here to pay respects to my father. Are you honoring anyone here during the Feast of the Moon?"
Can't say that I am, but I'm sorry about your Faja. That's real. It's real unfortunate.
She goes, yes, he actually came from a common bloodline, and she like takes a deep breath and clutches her chest like that deep breath hurts her a little bit, and she says, "But his accomplishments were so renowned that Open Lord Silverhand had a statue of him made, and it marks his gravestone here. I make sure to visit it every year and tell him all the things that I've been up to." And she says, "So what is this business that you're promoting?"
I'll point over to the illusions as I'm explaining it, right? Like, we have these things called penny dogs, we have ales.
She goes, "Well, since we're friends, could you hook a sister up with a free sample?"
I mean, I suppose I could. Just say Huel sent you over, and then they'll hook it up.
She goes,
Blow the ales and the pennies. The 3 inches are doing the Dougie.
yeah, just in the background of this, yeah.
Yes, just painting a picture.
She goes, "That's excellent, Huel. Thank you very much. I'll make my way over there. And I hope that you enjoy the festivities. There's a spot up by the north and the south where you can honor the dead from places besides Waterdeep. We want everyone that's in the city to feel included." And she turns around and she begins walking away, and you notice that on her right leg she is limping.
"Did you fall and break your leg or something? Are you alright?"
She goes, No, it's been 3 months since I missed dancing in the zero gravity at the moon dance, remember? I need the zero gravity state to be able to clean all the internal machines inside of me. And since I missed that, they're malfunctioning. They're grinding together. There's dust and iron and things that need to be cleaned out, and they're not functioning properly right now. But if I hold on another week, I should be able to dance at the moon dance and get all this stuff cleared up. Or perhaps Dr. Avi will be able to fix me up.
And she's doing this stanky leg as she's talking about her leg.
Yeah, a week's not too long. Hopefully, you can tough it out until then.
She goes, hopefully, very much. Thank you, Hugh. Good to see you. Or should I say, Destry Casalanta. And she, like, tries to give you a smile, but it's, like, weak and only on one side of her face.
Give her the nod back, and then
All
I
right.
guess I'll make my way over there with her because I have to go to the cart anyways.
Okay, yeah, so you show her the way. She actually takes you the long way around, and she shows you actually the statue of her father, a human man, middle-aged, with a big bushy mustache, and he has these giant spectacles on, and in his hand he holds a wrench, and in his other hand he holds a chisel, and you notice that his statue includes one leg that seems to be made from metal parts and has gears inside of it. And the little placard at the bottom says, "Thank you, Fazban, for everything for everything that you gave us." And you notice that there's actually a couple of commoners here. Some are adults that have metal arms, and other ones are children that have metal hands, and they are all bowing their head in respect to the statue. Not many people, just about 3 or 4. And when they see Artie walk by, they go, Miss Artificer, and they bow their heads, and she says, no, it's not me. It's all about him. Pay your respects to him. And she takes you the long way around, and y'all pass by, and everybody now is back at the cart. Thorgrin, you and Elzerna are manning this cart, and you're barking orders to her. What do you say to her, like as you're getting a bunch of orders all at once?
Don't burn the dogs, but press on them to make sure they get the grill mark.
Pressing chef!
I'm teaching her how to cook the right way.
Okay, do a few more. Give her a few more lessons.
Remember, if you want to turn it into an octopus, cut it in half first and then do crisscross on the bottom where it rounds over. That way you can get an octopus.
Crisscrossing chef.
No, not right now!
Huel and Inchi, I'll bring these 2 women up to the cart and no one comes to take your order because they're yelling at each other in the back. What do you do?
And she just climbs straight over. Like he doesn't even try to flag for their attention. He crawls over whatever table is up.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Hey, where's the pennies?"
This is supposed to be top tier service. What's going on? And just be like, he looks embarrassed because he's there with the artificer.
Yeah, Bonnie is giggling at Inchi, and the artificer looks like bemused to see all of you together again. But y'all whip up some servings for Bonnie and the artificer. Do you give Bonnie or do you give the artificer a penny dog for free, Huel?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Inchi, do you charge Bonnie for her penny dog?
Give me a copper penny. Oh shit, no. Give me a copper, Bonnie.
And she digs through her purse and she says, "Oh, I'm so excited to try this, Inchi. Oh, I'm so excited to try this, Inchi." And she slides over a copper piece to you. And she takes it and she bites into it and she goes, "My, Itchy, this is delectable. We might have to start selling this over at the Yawning Portal. This is amazing. I'm going to tell Dernan all about it." And the artificer takes a bite and she looks at you, Huel, and she says, Can I have 5 more of these, Huel?"
You can't make these. They're all patented. They're ours. Back away. No talk of copyright here. That's an extra silver.
Yeah, and I'd pay like the copper or silver, however much.
Okay, so you pay for
It is for the 5.
artificer. You pay for hers, but she eventually slides a couple copper coins over to you and says, "I'll take some of your strongest ale. I'm going to, or some of your strongest drink. I'm going to need it for the night." Huel, the artificer, says that to you.
The strongest, huh? And I'm gonna look for that like stuff that made my face go sour.
Okay, in the back you find the Spirit Shine. I'm not calling it Spirit Shine Ale anymore because it's like vodka basically, but you find the barrel of Spirit Shine. How much do you give her?
I would chug what I had in like my little flask and just give her like a flask's worth.
Oh, okay, hell yeah. All right, so you and the artificer can come over here and split the 5 penny dogs and the flask. Inchi Bonnie eventually asks for a drink. What do you give her? And she says, I'll take whatever you recommend, Inchi. I love your little mobile tavern cart here. It's incredible.
Oh, well, what you want is the half pint. Because we're the half pints. That's our signature drink.
She smiles at that. She finds that funny and charming. And it's not like a disrespectful or a pity laugh. She really finds it funny.
And she could not tell the difference if he tried.
Okay. What do you get her? The mead, the ale, or the spirit shine?
Hey, Bonnie, eeny, meeny, or miny.
She says, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, meeny, miny. I'll take some miny, please.
Miny it is. And he grabs some of the spirit wine, the strong shit, and pours a half pint for her.
Inchi, no!
Okay.
It's usually 3 copper, but you could
No!
give me 2.
Okay, she gives you 2 copper for that, which is way less
You're
than y'all
undercutting
agreed.
us.
Thorgren, you got dogs to cook. You can't worry about that. You
I'm
got.
sitting there in the back watching this. No!
Elzerna says, Chef, the dogs are burning, Chef! Okay, so we'll do this Huel first and then Inchi. Huel, you're splitting these 5 penny dogs with the artificer and passing the flask back and forth. And when she takes a sip of the spirit shine, she goes, My goodness, Huel, you're just giving this out like that? That's incredible. And she says, shoot, do you have a permit for any of this?
Yeah, we got a permit. It's in there somewhere.
Y'all, that is a lie. Do you want to lie to her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a deception check.
I'll roll the 1, but I can't reroll. I can reroll ones. No,
Hell yeah.
it's still so low.
13's not bad. And she says, okay. Well, I was going to forge one for you because we're buddies and all that, but if you really went through the proper procedures, that's all great too. If you see any people out here that are operating without a license, though, please tell me. I gotta meet my quotas for this week. It's been hard to get out. And she takes another sip of the spirit shine, and she goes, Gods above, by Ogma, that is strong stuff, but oh, it feels good. And she actually like kind of perks up a little bit. She stands straighter. She motions some of the hair out of her face a little bit, and she passes the flask back to you.
He like shakes his head. He like prepares himself before he takes a sip of the flask, and then he takes me. He's like, "That's some pretty strong stuff." And his face starts to like crunching and disappear again.
Okay. Y'all keep splitting these dogs and passing the flask back and forth, and she sees these kids running along out here, and she says, So, Huel, what city do you hail from?
City do I hail from? I've traveled all along the coast, but I hail from Phandelver.
Phandelver. I believe that's a mining city. I remember reading some reports about that. The Doom Raiders found a old mine there once. How is it over there?
Pretty nice. It's pretty quiet sometimes. You see your fair share of red burn bandits or so, but
Bandits. Sounds like that town needs a sheriff. You know, I've always dreamed about leaving Waterdeep. I was able to go to Neverwinter once for 2 weeks on an assignment, but of course with my condition, and she kind of like flexes her arm that you know is made of metal and fully detachable. She says, I have to be back in Waterdeep at least once every month, and it's hard to travel with a need like that. And she takes another swig and she says, This is really good stuff, Huel. I love it. She says, If I could go anywhere, there's a place on the map that I always love. It's called Shocktooth Island. It's down near the south end of the high road. She says, I've refused to learn anything about the island. I dream of one day just taking a few months to sail there and exploring it and finding out what's on there on my own without any foreknowledge. If you could go anywhere, Huel, where would you go?
You know, I would like to go up to the north maybe one day. Go up to Icewind Dale. You know, I hear it's cold, but here it's nice sometimes of the year.
Icewind Dale. I've heard it's an amazing place to be. I think that'd be a fun place to go. Hopefully you have some of this, and she wiggles the flask to keep you warm on a cold journey like that. And y'all continue talking for a bit. Is there anything you want to ask her?
Nothing in particular at the moment. Probably just chit chat and drink some ales.
Okay.
Eat some penny dogs.
You talk for a few minutes, and then you notice her squinting down the street over next to where these children are playing. And she's looking at something, and she looks like her smile fades, and she looks very concerned for a moment. Roll a perception check to see if you can see what she sees. You need to get above a 10.
+2. It's not good. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
20. Okay, so if you look where you are on the map, you can see over by where these children are, there's this pale figure that's a little bit blue and almost transparent. And it looks from these kids over to where y'all are, and it begins walking towards you. And Huel, you just saw this person. That statue you saw of the middle-aged human with the big bushy beard and the metal leg is walking towards the two of you. And the artificer says, Father? Going over to Bonnie and Inchi. Bonnie just paid a discounted price for some penny dogs and a half pint of Spirit Shine Ale. And y'all step over here to the side. And Bonnie says, Inchi, how did you come up with this incredible idea? You know, I've heard of something called chowder where they put a bunch of meat inside bread and bake it. But this is incredible. It's like an open air sandwich, but it's not really a sandwich. Or that's not her voice. It's like an open air sandwich, but it's not really a sandwich, is it?
It was Thorgrin's idea. He kept going on about wieners, but I got the name.
You came up with the name.
Yeah, they're peninsulas,
Peninsulas.
but you can call them pennies.
Right, because it's surrounded on three sides by bread. That's really clever.
Huh?
Because that's what a peninsula. It doesn't matter. And what is this drink that you've gotten for me? She takes a sniff of it and goes, "Ooh, Inchi, I don't even think we have anything strong like that at the Yawning Portal. I'm gonna sip it just a little bit." And she takes a sip of Spirit Shine Ale, and she like just the tiniest sip, and she retracts from it. She goes, "Ooh, oh my, I'm gonna have to babysit that. That is quite strong, Inchi. Is that safe to be serving out here to the public?"
Yeah, don't waste it. Here, give me a sip. I won't waste it.
And she hands it to you, and you take a sip, and then you hand it back to her, and she takes a sip. And one thing you've always liked about Bonnie is she doesn't treat you any different than anybody else. She doesn't care that you're a goblin, or that you eat from the trash, or that you smell like the sewers. She seems just fine with you. And she takes a sip out of the same mug that you take a sip from, and she goes, Okay, all right, it's growing on me a little bit. Inchi, I didn't know that you were in a band. That's incredible.
Oh yeah, I don't really play an instrument. More of the entourage.
More of the entourage. Oh, okay, yes. Traveling with a band would be kind of rambunctious for me. I do like the stability I get working at the Yawning Portal, but we do have bands in there sometimes, and they just seem so delightful and edgy. And she says,
like the Doom guys.
She says, the Doom guys, their music's such dour and off-putting. I do like a little bit of the happier music every now and then.
Right, they're just...
She like leans in close to you and whispers, they're kind of overrated, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
She goes, yeah.
I knew it.
Everyone talks about them like they're legends, and I get it. Legendary heroes, legendary. And her words start slurring a bit, and she takes another sip. Legendary musicians, but like, feel like the music could be a bit more legendary, if you ask me.
I just hear doom to my ears, because my ears are doomed from their music.
And she laughs at that. And y'all continue talking for a few minutes, and she says, so, Inchi, are you going to honor anyone at the Festival of the Moon? Or at the Festival of the Dead? Anybody that you'd like to offer a drink to or some food? Anybody that passed away?
Yeah. In a previous session, the DM said my dad died, even though he didn't in the backstory.
Oh, yeah, I did kind of force that on you. You can ignore that.
I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it.
I kind of got carried away there. You don't have to go with that.
Nah, I just felt like giving you some shit. Yeah, my dad, he passed a couple of years back, and I've been trying to make money in his place and to get what we need, but he tried, and I want to say hi.
She goes, yes, it's over there at that monument that I touched and said goodbye to my cousins and brothers to. If you offer some food there, it's said that they can take it into the next life and enjoy it there. What was it that your father did to get some money, Inchi? Was he as rambunctious as you and your friends?
I mean, if he found money, he would just grab it. Uh, if it was on someone on the road, or if they dropped it, and then she winks. Oh no, he wasn't much of a money guy, but I guess, but he was good at protecting. I don't know about protecting, but I can get money.
She says, she kind of looks you up and down and she says, I think if you needed to, and you could protect someone you cared about. My oldest brother, one that passed on the journey, Kresha, he was kind of our protector, but he would do anything for some money. One time there was this group of merchants that we were traveling with, and they were not great people. They were really rude and inconsiderate, and they were overcharging people for junk. So one day, Kresha, he put on like this shawl and he pretended to be a woman and he got in good with them. And then when they were sleeping, he stole all their silver pieces and carried it back with us. And we had to run all through the night to get enough distance between us and them. But we had enough silver pieces that we were able to stay at a decent tavern the next night. And I had slept in a
Ooh.
real bed for the first time in a very long time. And it was quite lovely. I think I miss him. And she says, and don't tell anyone this, I think I miss him more than everybody else.
But how'd he die?
She says, she kind of looks down and gets a little bit sad and says, he was captured by some city watch, not here, in a town a little bit south of here, outside of Neverwinter, and he was burned alive.
Oh, well, if I was there, I would have told him what I told my kiddos recently. You dodge, you run, you hide, cower, and live by those rules. Then you'll be good, Bonnie.
Dodge.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell that to your brother.
She says, well, I don't think I spent enough time saying goodbye to him. Would you like to come back to the monument with me? And you can say bye to your dad, and be sure to tell Kresha that.
It might be too late for that, but yeah. Let's just do it.
I think he would find it funny regardless. All right, so y'all come back to this little monument here, and she motions for you to go first to say goodbye to say something to your dad. And she actually breaks one of the penny dogs in half and gives it to you and says, ghosts don't really need much to eat. You can give them half a penny dog. I think that'd be appropriate.
Despite Inchi's agreeing earlier, he's kind of stumped. For the first time, he kind of is actually thinking about his words. He looks at Bonnie and then at the half the penny dog in his hands. He steps forward and he kind of just weighs the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, soup is still good. She's still making it. And I'm helping her out. And she kind of drops the dog.
All right. And she dropped that dog on the monument, and there's a few other things here. There's some candied fruit, which is an offering to kids that have passed away. There's a mug of ale that someone else has left here. And as you turn away and go back to Bonnie, she says, Inchi, that was beautiful. And then she looks up and she drops her mug of Spirit Shine Ale. And Inchi, you turn around and you see something that you haven't seen in a few years. The ghostly outline of your father. Thorgrin and Elzerna, y'all are still in the cart, cooking up some dogs. And Elzerna says, five penny dogs, octopus shaped, no burns, chef. And she hands you over 5 penny dogs ready to sell to people. And there's a few people outside. It's getting a little bit more busy now. You have customers waiting for you. Thorgrin, what do you do?
Come, drink your sorrows away.
All right, someone comes up and they
get your food.
You have 3 customers in a row that come up and order the combo. So you get the combo is 1 copper piece, right? Or 2 copper pieces. So you get 6 copper pieces. Thorgrin, you've been in the cart the most. Let's roll to see how well the business has been doing. Roll 2 d20s and we'll take the highest. And that's how many sales you've made so far tonight.
8.
8. So you have sold 8 combos tonight, so you've made 16 copper pieces. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that I need to start upping sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you do that? Because you're kind of it's just you and Elzerna in the cart right now. Your two people that were supposed to be advertising are off on dates, and you have no idea where Schemo Weird Bottle is.
I don't even know where Blinken ran off to. He was here, and then he's like, I gotta go take a shit, and then he just never came back.
Blinken's over. He's picking up trash. He's making sure that he's here, but he's not here.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'll be right back, and I just haven't seen him.
Yeah. So you want to increase sales? How would you do that?
All right. So how are we gonna? That fight pit might work. Bring in some.
Elzerna looks at you and says, "Well, there's two ways to increase sales. Either you can decrease the price or increase the amount that you're marketing. Or you could start an illegal fight pit in the street. Three really good options, Chef."
Oh no, it's not illegal. Didn't you hear? We have papers.
She says, "Yeah, okay, sure."
Yeah, let's do the fight pit.
Okay. How do you want to start a fight pit to advertise your food cart?
All right. Well, I personally will not enter the fight pit until later in the night when we have, the last few people and, okay, if you can beat our fighter, you win the pot kind of thing. So we're going to do a pot. Everyone who wants to join, bet for yourself. How many rounds do you think? A copper per round.
Okay.
Or, no, because people won't beat the shit out of each other for copper.
You want them, go and at it that hard?
Well, I mean, you can tap out.
Okay.
It's first to tap out or knock out.
All right. I'm going to play a little bit loose with time here. We'll say that you had this idea a little while ago. So.
Well, I did suggest it, but no one jumped on it.
Yeah. So you have this idea a little while ago, and you put the word out, and some people come around. Even a member of the City Watch comes around, and he says if you give him a gold piece, he'll keep the other City Watch off your back. And let's get Zoblob. That'd be fun. All right.
Well, the thing is, I don't see us making that much because we're charging coppers for drinks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I keep forgetting how the money system in D&D is. Like, a gold is like a year's worth of rent at an inn.
No, a gold would be like a half a gold would be like a day's wages for like good, honest guild work.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, but you put the word out, and you got these four people. You got a bard from the Sea Maidens Fair, Sad Boy McGee, Old Zoblob, and Kickin' John. They wanna join your fighting tournament.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's do a grand prize too of today's earnings.
Okay.
See if we can't drum up a little bit more interest.
Okay. Yeah, you got some commoners around. They're buying more drinks and such like that, and penny dogs. Let's go ahead and roll for this fighting tournament to see who would face off against you. Let's do the Bard and Kickin' John first.
I kind of want Kickin' John to win.
We're gonna go. Kickin' John is the first roll here, and the Bard is the second roll. So the first roll was a 16, second one was a 14, so Kickin' John wins. The Bard is down and out. But he comes over and he gets some Spirit Shine Ale to soothe his wounds. Next up is Old Zoblob and Sad Boy McGee, and Sad Boy McGee says, I don't know. I just thought it'd be brave to get in a fighting tournament, but this guy is old. I feel kind of bad. And Old Zoblob says, I'm gonna beat you until after the bell stops, sonny. Old
Fight or
Zoblob
die!
Is the first one.
Ding!
Sad Boy McGee is the second one. Sad Boy McGee got a nat 1. Sad Boy McGee gets punched in the nuts and goes down for the count. And he goes, oh, gods, Thorgrin, give me a strong drink. What do you give Sad Boy McGee to drink, Thorgrin?
How old is this guy again?
He's like 19.
I'll give him the cheap ale to start.
Okay. He's
sipping. I'll get here. This one's on the house for the, anything else though you're paying.
Okay. So now it's Old Zoblob and Kickin' John, and Kickin' John has one foot up in the air, balled up, and he's bouncing around on his other foot, and he's going, yeah, get over here, you fucking gnome piece of shit. And Old Zoblob is like doing like old school like boxing moves where he's moving his fists in circles like underneath him, and he's like bouncing around on his tiptoes. And he goes, yeah, sonny boy. All right, Kickin' John is going to be the first roll here, Old Zoblob the second roll.
Kind of want Zoblob to win this one so I can beat the shit out of him.
Kickin' John got 18, Zablob got a 4, so Kickin' John wins. Kickin' John is just crazy. Like he does his move is exclusively crane kicks from the Karate Kid, and he's kicking everybody's ass with that. Old Zablob is down and out, and he asks for a penny dog and a strong drink. What do you give him, Thorgren?
I'll give him the penny dog and he said strong drink.
Yeah.
What's he packing today? Does he look like he's well dressed?
He's, of course, dressed in all purple. He has a purple jacket on and a purple kerchief, and he has these purple glasses on his face and some purple earrings in. And he goes, if you have anything purple, I'd love that.
Well, I mean, you already look black, blue, and purple now, so I think you're just going to have to deal with these, and I'm going to hand it to him.
What do you give him?
He wanted a strong drink?
Yep.
I'll give him the half shot.
Okay. You give old Zablob some Spirit Shine Ale. Okay. And then it is just you and Kickin' John. The final thing. The what'd you call it? The prize fight? Is that what it would be?
Yeah, it's a prize fight.
Okay. And Elzerna is standing off to the side, and this whole time she's looked like very uncomfortable with this, and she says, Thorgren, watch out. Watch out for his feet. Don't get his feet. Don't get crane kicked.
Now, keep in mind, I didn't specify any rules.
Yeah,
they've just been beating each other up.
Yeah. You still want to fight the winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you and Kickin' John are getting ready. Kickin' John is like stretching. It's weird to watch him stretch because he has no arms, but he's like bending over, stretching out his ham muscles. And then he bounces from one leg to the next, clearly getting ready for you. How do you get ready for the fight?
I'm going to take a quick shot of the spirit, of the spirit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to grab a bar stool and walk into the ring.
Okay. And Blinken is also here, and he just sighs. All right. And as you're getting ready to fight, Kickin' John says, yeah, come on over here, dwarf boy. Yeah, come on over here. Come on. I'll kick you all the way back to the Mines of Moria. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, you're lucky. I even brought you a chair so you can stand up to the right height to do it.
And as you say that, he like starts hopping over towards you, and then a tall, cloaked figure comes out of nowhere and shoves Kicking John aside. This tall figure has a big, elegant sword strapped to his back, and he unsheaths it, and he points it directly at you, Thorgren, and he says, I believe you owe me a fight. And Thorgren, something about this figure is wrong. He is blue and transparent. And you hear Elzerna say, Great-grandfather. Going back to Huel. Huel, you and the artificer are sitting like on the wall here, and she is looking at this ghostly figure of her father as it just kind of walks past all of you and heads into the city of the dead. And she says, what in Ogma's name is that? Huel, do you see that?
I think I might have drinking too much ale. That statue's walking around.
She says, so you see it. You see him too, right?
I thought I was seeing things from it till you pointed it out.
She goes, well, and she gets off the wall and she leaves the penny dogs behind, and she has the flask, and she starts following her father into the city of the dead. And there's more and more people in the city of the dead. It's getting kind of packed now. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to follow him and see what he's doing. You know, like.
Okay. You guys get in here and you start walking around trying to follow this guy, but there's more and more crowds. There's more people gathered around tombstones and noble families, big noble families outside of mausoleums as they go inside to pay respect one by one. Roll a dexterity check to keep up with this ghost as it weaves in and out of the crowd.
I just looked at the cost of living rules under expenses, and we're undercutting so many people so much right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of playing fast and loose with it a bit.
We are very loose right now.
What does it say a mug of ale should be? 4
copper.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all are selling it at a low price to get people to come and buy it, remember?
Yeah. But the big one that got me, how much are we charging for the wine right now? For half a shot?
A silver piece.
Or the spirit, sorry?
A silver piece.
Okay, for a pitcher of wine, a common pitcher of wine is 2 silver.
Oh, shit.
So if we're doing exclusive tastings for a super rare, super strong wine, that should be like in the gold per shot.
Well, it's a shot and not a glass, you know? I think that's reasonable.
Well, I mean, like you said, we're playing fast and loose with
Yeah,
this. I just saw this and I went, "Oh my god!"
We're not playing as fast and loose as I feared, but we're doing all right.
Yeah.
So Huel, you got a 9 for that dexterity, and as y'all kind of weave in and out of the crowd, you kind of get crushed between the crowd a little bit, and you and Artie lose the ghost of her father, and y'all are just standing here, and you're going, "What the hell?" And she's saying, What in Ogma's name is going on? I thought I was seeing things again, but you saw him too, so that means it was real." And you guys are talking, and you notice that over here is Lady Growlhound, and she is talking to something that isn't there, and she is saying, "How?" And she's talking in a language you don't understand. She's going, and Artificer says, "Is that draconic?" Inshi, over here at the monument to the people that are not from Waterdeep, you turned around and you saw the ghostly outline of your father. And he has picked up half of that penny dog, and he is snacking on it. And he goes, "Well, it's not as good as your mother's cooking, son, but it's not half bad." What do you do,
Bulb.
Inshi?
Bulb, and Bulb is his actual first name.
Mm-hmm. And your father, he kind of looks just like you, but older, except he has a big, like, black mustache. And he goes, "That's my name, sonny boy. Don't wear it out."
And then he looks saddened, and he kind of looks into his eyes, but not trying to look into his soul. He's trying to look into it, thinking that there is a caster somewhere making an illusion. And he says, "Who's making this illusion? Show yourself."
You can roll an Arcana check if you wish.
That is an 8 plus 6. That's 14.
14. Inshi, the only magic you feel is coming from your father's ghost, but the person making this magic is you. You are the source of the magic that's creating this image of your father.
And she reaches.
With you said you got a 14.
Yes.
With this, you know that this isn't just illusion magic. There is something necrotic about this magic. There's something here that plays with the magic of dead souls.
And she reaches out to try to touch the ghost, like at his chest.
You touch the ghost, and you think that you're gonna pass through it, but your hand stops, and your father like bends back slightly, and then to catch his balance, he grabs your hand, and it feels cold, but it's his hand. It's rough. It's scarred in some places. It's hairy. You used to wonder if when you grew up you would have hairy hands like he has.
As soon as he feels his touch, Itchy's eyes water, and he kind of dives in for a hug like he used to, and he buries his face into his father's chest, hugging him.
He goes, oh, little munchkin. Oh, I'm so sorry." And he does something that is rare in your family, and he drops the food he's eating, and he holds you and embraces you. And again, it's cold, but it's not frightening. It's not chilly, and it is the exact way that he used to hug you. He kind of picks you up a little bit to show you that he's bigger than you and stronger than you, and he swings you back and forth slightly, and he says, "Oh, my sweet baby boy, look how much you've grown up, and look at you where you are. Oh, Inshi, how have you been, my son?"
I've got a gang now, and
You's got a gang, a real gang all to yourselves.
a reals gang, and not just the thieves guild, which hang out with them too. No.
Oh, my son, a member of the Thieves Guild. No, you're pulling my leg, Inshi. No, there's no way your mother would let you do that.
Oh well, she doesn't know, but
And he says,
I bring her money
he
from the
says,
guild.
"Do you remember
All
what
she
I
needs
told
to know.
you? Do you remember what I told you when I would bring back all those smoked jerky and dried fruits?" And I said, "Don't tell your mother that I bought this, but actually I stole it." I said, "What she doesn't know doesn't hurt her." And he laughs a little bit.
And she laughs a little with him, restrained, but just kind of still just in shock that he's there.
And he says,
Where did you go?
He says, he looks around and he says, "Well, I've been around. I don't really know. It feels like I took a very long nap, and I see you, and It's clear some time has passed because you're all grown up now and stuff, but I don't exactly know where I've been. And he kind of looks away and he looks confused, and then he changes the subject and he looks over at Bonnie. And who is this nice human lady that you're with, isn't she? With the fiery red hair.
Oh, Dad, this is Bonnie. Bonnie, look, it's my dad. She makes good fish eggs.
And what did you say your dad's name was? Bean? Bulb. And he holds out his
Bulb.
hand and he goes, Bulb Suput. Nice to meet you, Bonnie. And she kind of looks a little bit like shocked, but not off put. Bonnie handles weird things really well, you've noticed. And she reaches out and she shakes his hand. And she goes, It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Bulb. And he goes, Oh, please, Mr. Bulb was my father's name. You could just call me Bulb. And he says, So are you part of Inchy's thieving crew over here?
No, she's just a pretty lady, Dad. No, my gang's a dwarf and half guy and another guy. No girls.
Well, one girl.
No girls.
And then Bonnie, as you're talking to him, he looks off behind you and he says, Now, what in the hells is that? Is something on fire over there? And you guys turn around, and Inchy, there's another ghostly figure who is on fire walking towards you and Bonnie. And it points at Bonnie, and it goes, and Inchy, something about this figure is wrong. It's the size of a human, but it's long and slender. Its arms are way too thin, its fingers way too long, and its face is all smooth. And Bonnie drops everything that she's holding and runs away. Inchy, what do you do?
For you.
This ghostly figure, this elongated human, continues walking past you, and it is covered in these blue flames, and it pays you no mind as it walks off towards Bonnie.
And she steps in front of him and tries to push him. Hey, who are you?
It puts its hand on you, Inchy, and you're going to make opposed strength checks. So you roll a strength check, and it'll roll a strength check.
Got it. That is 15.
It got an 11. So you are actually able to stop it, but Inchy, when it puts its hand on you to push you out of the way, it's hot, and it burns. And you take 3 burning damage, okay?
Okay.
But you are able to stop it in its tracks, and it looks at you, Inchy, and then its face shifts and twists. It gets all distorted and fucked up, and it shrinks down to your size, and it looks like a goblin with a blank face and gray skin and still these elongated, weird, gangly limbs. And it goes, Bonnie.
And she pulls out his dagger and points at his face.
And it is still on fire. Going over to Thorgrin in this fighting arena. Thorgrin, something just shoved Kickin' John out of the way, drew a sword and pointed it at you, and said that you owe him a fight. And then Elzerna called this figure great-grandfather. What do you do, Thorgrin?
Of whose grandfather, sorry?
Elzerna. Elzerna called this ghost in front of you great-grandfather.
Look, I don't know you, but I'm in the middle of a fight here. Take a number and wait your turn.
Thorgrin, roll initiative.
They never want to be diplomatic about it.
No, they don't.
6.
Okay, give me a second.
I mean, to be fair, my method of diplomacy is wait your turn for your ass kick and I'll be with you next. But
Yeah,
like...
right. That's way too strong. Okay. What did you roll on your initiative?
A 6.
A 6, and he rolled a 9, so he is going to go first. He raises his sword to attack you, and he is going to roll his 2 attacks because he gets a multi-attack. So his first attack was a 9. I assume that doesn't hit you.
Does not hit, no.
The second attack was even lower, so he swings at you twice, and you're able to duck out of the way. And then he points at Kickin' John, and he points at you, and he says, attack! And Kickin' John comes running over to you and tries to kick you. Kickin' John is going to make an attack. Kickin' John got a 13. Does that hit?
That misses.
So you duck out of the way of 3 attacks. What do you do?
I'm going to backhand John and attempt to knock him out and get him out of the way very quickly, because that guy's got a sword.
Yeah. Roll an attack against Kicking John.
Where is my fist? I'm not raged, by the way.
Okay.
That's an 8 to attack.
An 8 to attack. Do you add anything? Oh, that's a nat 1.
I rolled a nat 1.
Kicking John brings up his foot real quick and catches your fist and shoves you backwards. Is that the only action you can do?
No, I'm gonna follow it up with the bar stool this time.
Okay, against Kicking John.
Yeah.
Okay, roll another
I don't
attack.
have a bar stool, so I'm just gonna roll this.
Improvised weapon.
Yeah, it would most definitely be that. 17 this
17 hits Kicking John. Go ahead and roll that damage.
4 plus strength, because it's a stool. You're looking at 8 damage.
You hit Kicking John right in the face, and he goes flying backwards, and he is knocked prone. Is that it?
I only get 2 attacks.
Okay. It is now this ghost's turn again, and he is again going to roll 2 attacks with his sword, plus 5 to each of these. My man, come on. You're supposed to be a threat. Again, both of these miss you, and he goes, "Ugh, ugh, you will pay for what you have done to my family." And Kickin' John picks himself up and begins running over towards you again. And he is going to attack once. Kickin' John got an 11. So again, you dodge out of the way of 3 attacks. What do you do?
Okay, John, this is not related to the fight pit. Stand down.
You look at John, and his eyes are grayed out, as if he's blind.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case, hey, John, catch, and I'm gonna just toss the stool at him.
Okay.
Like, not throw it at him, but like how you would be like, hey, catch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna toss that to John and rage.
Okay, fantastic. That's your bonus action, and tossing the stool isn't really an action, so what do you do?
I'm going to turn on the ghost, and I'm going to take a proper swing at it.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
17.
17, that hits.
Why is it rolling? Oh, that's why. 7 plus 9.
7 plus 9? Oof, that's a lot of damage. Okay, you hit it square in the chest, and even though it's semi-transparent, you connect with something, and you manage to hit it and do
9 of that damage is radiant, by the way.
Okay, so that's going to be doubled, because this ghost is vulnerable to that. So that's
I didn't know if that was relevant. I thought I'd mention that.
So you did 25 damage to it, and it screams and rages. You get another attack, don't you?
Yeah, that was just my first hit.
Okay.
I can only divine favor once per attack, though. So
okay.
But this would be a 12 to hit this time.
All right, that one misses.
I'm going to. Can I do that post or before? Does it specify?
What, you get to reroll?
I'm just going to reckless attack that last one.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't state I have to do it before or after.
Fair enough.
That one's a 22.
That hits.
For 7.
7, no radiant damage?
No, not this time. I'm dealing a minimum 7 per hit, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I remember. I'm actually editing the Chain Devil fight right now, and I'm putting, I wanted to try editing a lot different, so I'm putting music and sound effects in that. So I'm just hearing me getting madder and madder at you beating up the 2 devils. I'll be posting that soon. I'm almost done with it. It's pretty epic with music and sound effects.
It was a fun fight.
It was great. I love it. You can hear me get mad and then just give up and start having a great time with you and your God of War shit. So you dodge 6 different blows, and then you punch this ghost twice, and you hit him the second time. You've done 32 damage to him in just 1 round, and he goes down on 1 knee, and this radiant damage that you hit him with spreads and spreads across him, and he begins to fade and burn up, and it reaches to the point where only his face is there, and he looks at you and says, "You will pay for what you've done to the Castellantas," and then he disappears. And Inchi,
I already am. I'm raising your kid.
Inchi, this ghost that you were looking at that was on fire, disappears. Behind you, your father disappears. And Huel and the Artificer have still not found the ghost that they're looking for. Kickin' John waves his head back and forth, and he goes, What the hell happened? Did I win? Did I win the fight? Did I get the pot? He goes, oh. And Elzerna runs up to you, Thorgrin, and she says, Thorgrin, are you okay?
I'm okay. John, you okay?
He goes, did I get hit with a bar stool again?
You were fighting out of terms, buddy.
He goes, oh man. And he just goes back to normal. It seems like whatever this ghost did possessed him for just a moment. And Thorgrin,
Hey,
you hear behind you in the city of the dead, people start screaming. And Inchi, you hear this as well. All over the city of the dead, there are ghosts appearing, and some of them are calm, some of them are talking to people, others are angry and violent, and they are chasing after people. Huel, you can see that the crowd is rushing and trying to get away from some of these people. This noble family that was inside a mausoleum, they scream and they all come running out at once. You even see Volothrop Geddard and Raynar Neverwinter running away from a few different ghosts, and these screams begin to echo in the night. And I think that is where we're going to call it for tonight. A nice little short session.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I was stuck between whether the Enchies were doing the Deggy or the Running Man.
Best part of the whole night, honestly.
No, but for real, great session. That was fun.
Yeah, this is
I do
cool.
like I do like some of these little casual bits we do. That first one that we had whenever we first moved into Troskull Manor, that was still my favorite session. These are along the same vein. These are very fun.
Yeah, the fight with Lif and then everything that happened after that was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll call it there, and then I think we'll wrap up the City of the Dead interlude next session that we play. A fun little thing to get rid of all these ghosts, and then I have another interlude storyline to do. But we'll go back to the bar and have another thing of fixing that up. I have a new map for the bar. We can pick rooms, and y'all can tell me how you want to decorate it and stuff like that. Okay?
Sweet.
I love how I just got into a fist fight with a ghost.
Yeah, with a ghost, and then kicked its ass.
He's sitting there swinging his sword and just like, okay, waiting for my shot.
Yep. My dumb ass, I was looking at a character sheet and I was like, no, that's too strong to throw at them for a casual session. And then I forgot who I was putting it up against.
I mean, Mike, I have an AC 17.
Yeah.
And I can get, like, if I attack recklessly, you get advantage.
Yeah.
Just bait me into attacking recklessly.
Yeah, I do need to do that. Okay. Well, that is where we'll call it tonight. I know next week is Thanksgiving, so we'll plan to play that the day after Thanksgiving on Friday. But if you can't make it, that's okay. Just let me know beforehand, all right?
I should be able to, but we'll do.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful week and a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Y'all too. Peace out.
Yeah, have a great night, fellas.
Yeah,
Get
you
this
too,
done.
man.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for running tonight, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had fun.
Good deal.
All right. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, be safe if y'all are traveling, okay? Bye.
Will do. You too.